the far north. But for thousands of years, the greatest minds of the ancient world believed a paradise was hidden here.
A land of eternal spring, untouched by disease or old age. A lost continent known as Hyperborea.
Was it merely a Greek myth? Or is there a terrifying truth hidden beneath the ice?
To understand the mystery, we must go back to ancient Greece, to the earliest historians like Herodotus and Pindar. The Greeks believed the freezing winter winds were created by Boreas, the god of the north wind, who lived in the mountains of Thrace. But they claimed that if you traveled perfectly north, beyond the north wind, you would find a land permanently shielded from the cold. These people were the Hyperboreans. Legends said they lived for 1,000 years in a state of absolute happiness, without war or hard labor.
It was said to be the winter home of Apollo, the god of the sun. Every autumn, he would fly to Hyperborea.
The Greeks claimed to receive actual physical contact from them. Mysterious offerings wrapped in wheat straw would regularly arrive at the Temple of Delphi.
These offerings supposedly traveled down a long, sacred trade route, passed from northern tribe to northern tribe until they reached Greece.
But did Hyperborea actually exist? Or was it merely a utopian fantasy?
Around 325 BC, a Greek explorer named Pytheas decided to find out. He sailed his ship further north than he discovered a dark, freezing landmass he called Thule. Some modern historians believe it was Iceland or Norway. He reported an ocean that was neither water nor land, but a frozen jelly-like slush. Yet, the myth of a northern paradise refused to die. It survived the fall of the Roman Empire, and fast forward to 1595. The legendary cartographer Gerardus Mercator published a map that shocked the academic world. His world-famous map of the Arctic showed a massive, hidden continent at the exact location of the North Pole.
It was depicted as 4 distinct landmasses, separated by 4 massive, rushing rivers that flowed inward.
At the very center sat the Rupes Nigra, a towering mountain of black magnetic rock. The lost text described an ocean that rushed inward, plunging into the center of the earth in a massive, terrifying whirlpool.
Modest centuries passed.
Blavatsky claimed Hyperborea was the home of the second root race, giant, ethereal beings who lived.
In her writings, Hyperborea wasn't just a physical place. It was a spiritual golden age that humanity had fallen away from.
Why did a great mapmaker draw a continent that wasn't on other maps? He may have used a rare travel guide.
But this harmless spiritual fantasy soon took a deeply sinister and dangerous turn. In the early 20th century, a German group formed a society, twisting a myth to fit their own dark ideologies.
Vad jag kunde säga med en kring warriors this.
Following the war, the search for Hyperborea shifted eastward, into the remote, freezing expanses of the Russian north. He arrived at Lake Seydozero, a highly sacred site for the indigenous Sami people, shrouded in local folklore. Overlooking the lake is Cuiva the Giant, a massive silhouette etched into the cliff face, inspiring awe and terror among the locals. Here, modern alternative historians claim to have found megalithic blocks, ancient pyramids, and ruined stone observatories.
While enthusiasts see the undeniable ruins of Hyperborea, mainstream geologists insist these are natural rock.
In 1922, a researcher led an expedition to the Kola Peninsula to search for ancient civilizations.
Barchenko's findings were confiscated by the Soviet secret police. He was executed during the purges, and his research was buried in classified archives.
But the mystery of the North didn't stop at the surface.
However, historians have proven this diary to be a complete fabrication, written long after his actual, well-documented polar flights.
Today, the Hyperborean myth has merged with modern internet conspiracy theories.
Online communities argue that a massive, technologically advanced northern civilization was deliberately erased from history by modern elites.
But if we strip away the occult, the fake diaries, and the internet conspiracies, science offers a plot twist that is absolutely real.
Deep core samples taken from the Arctic Ocean floor prove that the myth of a warm north is actually true. During the Paleocene-Eocene thermal maximum, 55 million years ago, the Arctic was a literal tropical paradise.
There was no ice. Palm trees grew on the shores of Greenland. Alligators and giant turtles swam happily in the Arctic Ocean.
The geography was the same, meaning this lush jungle survived 6 months of total polar darkness every year. There is just one problem. Humans did not exist 55 million years ago. The timeline does not match. So how did the Greeks know about a warm north? Could the myth of Hyperborea be a fragmented, collective genetic memory? Or perhaps ancient human civilizations experienced the violent shifting of the Earth's climate poles and encoded the trauma into mythology. As continents drifted, the Arctic Ocean became landlocked, shutting off warm currents and plunging the paradise into a deep freeze. During the last ice age, early humans faced a freezing, hostile planet. They dreamed of a time before the ice. Ultimately, the endurance of Hyperborea speaks to a deep, psychological need in the human soul.
Like Atlantis, Shambhala, or El Dorado, we are obsessed with the idea of a lost Eden, a perfect, peaceful world that existed just before history began, a place we are forever trying to return to. The Greeks believed that eventually Apollo left Hyperborea, leaving it to freeze in the endless dark.
Today, the North Pole remains exactly what it is, a beautiful, merciless wasteland of ice. Ironically, as global temperatures rise and the Arctic ice melts again, we may soon see a green North Pole once more. But the true Hyperborea was never a physical place on a map. It was a continent of the mind,
a testament to the human spirit's unending hope that somewhere out there, a better world exists.
If you want to explore more lost continents and ancient mysteries, hit the subscribe button.
Der Gozent is der Saltervariet. Mina najmniejsze mu interesy klimachweti trapcio asalini pomóc WCD.
Thanks for watching, and keep seeking the truth.